And welcome to the channel. We've got Zafira with a towing bracket. Quite a nice shade of brown. It was quite a interesting concept, the people carrier. With a flat surface in the boot. So I'm driving a Citroen that's got a flat surface. When you fold the seats down, it's all completely flat. It was Vauxhall probably started that, I think. It was the practicalities of it all. The Renault Espace, you take all the seats out, but then, like, where did you then put the seats? The reality is, it's like, oh, it's easy, you just put them, well, where the fuck do you put them? And they'll end up in the way, don't they? It's baggage in your life. Whereas if you fold them completely flat, it's actually fantastic, isn't it? Which is the best thing to do with the seats. They're still there, and they're taking up as little room as possible. So the Vauxhall Sphera now, it seems a bit, probably it's a bit dated now, but probably, I think the worst thing about it, I don't like the dashboard and everything. I think the Citroen that I've got has got some kind of style about it, whereas like some of the Vauxhalls and the Toyotas and that aren't very stylish, I don't think. There you go, that's the history of so what's going on up here. Got the council guys there, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. They were in there yesterday. I don't know. I really don't know. So what's going on? Getting ready for the tractor show, and unfortunately there's a lot of rain around, so I'm going to have to redo the van. I'm going to have to get into the van and empty it pretty much. I've just realised that today. I'm going to have to, because we've got light rain and we've got a lot of rain on Saturday, a lot of rain on Sunday, so sometimes in these situations you can overreact, but I think it's always safer if you're going to be. So I've got two gazebos, and I put all this stuff out low down in the box so people see it. If it's going to be raining, we're not going to be able to do that so much. So I think it'd be a good idea when I get home. I'm going away to visit friends just now, but when I get back, when I get back home, I'm going to have to get to the van and do it again. Open the place. It's annoying because when I pack it all really well, it is annoying. It does annoy me, because you're undoing a work of art. So you just have to go on with it and do it. We'll have to do it this afternoon when I get back home later on, and then finish it in the morning. Fucking sadly, innit? I mean, what you want to be doing is you want to take if there's a lot of rain about. Obviously, some people have really brilliant gazebos, so that's not a problem for them. But for me, it's sort of semi out in the open. So what I want to do is have things that I can dry off with a towel. So DVDs, you can't do that because it ruins the cover. It totally destroys them. And obviously, any paperwork, books, anything like that, you don't really want to be taking it. So what I've got is toy cars, model cars. That's good, but you still have to dry them all off. So you know exactly what them and get totally soaked, although you can, and then you dry them off. Yeah, but I mean, so what's going on today? Well, yeah, there was somebody came on and accused me of harassment, and I looked up the definition of that. So that was a false accusation. I think you could probably say that a bit, like even videoing right now, I'm harassing this Vauxhall. Well, yeah, there's that, you could say that, but you're really getting into modern world and all the cameras we've got, it's all perfectly legal, they're everywhere. I suppose maybe, would that be a thing, that if they made it illegal for like some me and you to film people, then would that mean the government would have to stop doing it as well? Well, of course they wouldn't. They'd have it so they're allowed, as in like their emergency vehicles could park on the pavement, and they can, like council vehicles can park on the pavement. But when you think about it, well, why should they get to park on the pavement? You know, things like that. You go, well, that's not fair. So you've brought out this law because you're saying that disabled people are struggling on pavements, but then you go and say, well, you can block them because you work for the council. You know, so there's lots of things like that. 62 plate. This is 2011. So that thing's about a year and a bit newer than this. So when I'm getting 29 miles per hour, 31, we're barreling along Flynn, the numpty zone. Flynn numpty zone's been turned into a numpty zone by numpties. So they've really they went to destroying the road infrastructure. That's what the Green Communist thing has done, is because it should have separated it and kept it flowing. So really it is a form of, but socialism is what it is. So basically you won't have to go anywhere in your car. That's the ethos behind it, or the theory behind it all. You know, so in Cumbernauld, when they designed it that you would be completely separated from the road network. That you wouldn't be, you wouldn't need to be on the road. There's underpasses and overpasses. They've started dismantling all that sort of thing. I think what happens in our society is political propaganda or political leanings influences everything, and then it gets undone and redone and undone and redone and undone and redone. You need to watch that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So I was looking up at hotels last night, so I'm looking at going to Afford next Sunday. Saturday, so I was looking at hotels, and the Macbeth Arms in Lunfannon, I'll stay there, and I thought, well, but the problem is that if I'm going to be doing Afford Auto Jumble, I should really be staying in a hotel in Afford, and there is one. It's a bit more expensive, but it's not that much more expensive. It's like £20 or something more than the Macbeth Arms Hotel, and that way I'll be able to be in the bar, have 4 pints, and then just drive to the Auto Jumble on Sunday morning. So we're looking at going to Dunecht. Dunecht is closer to Aberdeen. I used to travel up and down there when I was in the roofing industry, because we didn't have the western peripheral route. We didn't. So when we were in Inverbervie or Arbroath or something, and you were going to Elgin, you had to go through Aberdeen, and it was very busy. So what we did is we used to go over by Stonehaven and up and over and round, and that's what we did, and it worked out slightly. You avoided the traffic. It was about the same. It took about the same time. If it was quicker, it was just 5 minutes or something. And so I used to travel across that way a lot. But so Dunecht is Dunecht is where there's a car boot on a Saturday, and what I've heard about it is it's really good. So what I'm proposing is a drive up there from here to Dunecht on Saturday morning. So that would be leave early, 4 o'clock. If I leave at 4 o'clock, be up there by 6. It's basically up to Aberdeen, innit? And then stay the night. So do I book a hotel, or do I take the van and sleep in the van? Do I sleep in the car? I'll book a hotel Sunday night, and the idea is that I could have, a few pints in the bar Sunday night, and then travel home on Monday. Is that what I'm going to do? Well, I think so. I think it is. So I've got 2 phones set up here. The other day I didn't bother doing it, and there's something I would like to video, but the problem is the one on the left, I can't reach it from here. Anyway, so thanks for coming along. Please like, share and subscribe. We'll get you in the next video. I don't think it's appropriate to have 2 all the time. That's too much. Right? Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.